This is the Padres Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, Padre fan? Welcome to your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, and what a performance by the Padres offensively tonight. There we go. We got it going for you. Man, oh man, 11-3 the final. The Pods blast the Colorado Rockies out of Petco. They blasted them at 12 hits in the game, 4 homers in the game. Manny, why you bugging? Hits number 25, 5 years in a row with 25. And Dylan Cease, maybe his struggles have ceased to exist. Dylan strikes out 6, 201 on the season, 5 years in a row. Count them, with 200-plus Ks for Dylan Cease. Look at that behind me. 11-3 the final. 4 homers. Manny went deep. Fernando hit a 2-run shot. Jackson Merrill went deep, and so did Bryce Johnson. Elias Diaz, 2 hits, 2 runs scored. Yeah, baby, the offense went berserk. Dylan Cease had another quality start on the heels of his last one. Yu Darvish goes for the series win tomorrow. Look, they're up 2-1 in the series. They lost the series to the Reds. They lost the series to the Orioles. Man, things have been tough in Padre land. Every time they win, the Dodgers win. Every time they lose, the Dodgers lose. Same thing tonight, 2.5 games out, but the Padres unleash the beast offensively. And now they have a chance to win the series 3-1 with a victory tomorrow. I am Jim Grieshaber. You can call me Grease, as you know you every day. I'm here live right after the games on YouTube. Then we upload, you download. Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, Roku. You download OTT. Yeah, you know me. 11-3 Pods with the Postcast. Thank you for making us your first watch or listen every day. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. Full speed ahead. Postcast. 11-3 Pods. Let's roll.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Talking about is Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado, Jackson Merrill and Bryce Johnson. Yes, Bryce Johnson, the first homer of the year for a Bryce Johnson. Homered to back Dylan Cease. The Padres win 11-3 against the lowly, and I do mean lowly, Colorado Rockies. Ramon Laureano, 3 runs driven in for the Pods as well on a 1-hit night. I might add, they rebound from a 4-2 loss on Friday and had no job and had ish to do and have a chance to win the 4-game series on Sunday. Still 2.5 games behind the Dodgers. Look, the Rockies are 41-108. You better beat their ass when you play them. You know what I'm saying? 8-11 now for Dylan Cease. 1 run, 5 hits, 6 innings, struck out 6, 201 on the season. 9 runs, more than the Padres scored in the previous 4 games combined. Yeah, Bradley Blaylock, the rookie, 1-5, only made it 3 innings, allowed 3 homers. Tatis struck out 4 times last night, 2-run shot to right center with 2 outs in the second, 22nd homer of the year. Manny, second straight night, he went deep. Looks like those August struggles into September are something we're just going to have to remember. Yeah, Manny's amazing, man. Let off the third, number 25. When Manny's ripping those sliders that hit the outside corner and Manny's going out and yanking those over the left center field wall, that's special. It's rare, it's special, and that's Manny. Manny. He is bugging. And then Merrill, 2 outs that inning, and then Johnson pitch hit for Fernando because they're killing him. And, must have been something about that spot in the order. A home run there off Shivili. First of the season for big old Bryce Johnson, right? Manny with a 2-run single in the 4th. Laureano a 2-run double, both off Antonio Senzatella. Yay. 5th homer of the season against the Rockies for Fernando. 5 straight 25-homer seasons for Manny. 5 straight 200K seasons for Dylan Cease. And by the way, Ramon Marquez, 3-13 with a 6.31, will face Yu Darvish, 3-5, 5.65 Sunday series finale. We want to get you up over 500 by the end of the season. Don't know if it's going to happen for Dylan Cease, but we want to get you, not you, but you, Y-U, not Y-O-U. You know what I'm saying? But wow, what a nice job by the Padres tonight. And just make it official, 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors for San Diego, 3-8-1 for Colorado. The Pods fell behind 1-0 in this game. I mean, you're talking about when the Rockies came up in the top of the first. Beck singled in Freeman in the top of the first inning, and that would, like, I mean, you're talking about they didn't score again till the 8th, and it seemed like 4 days. You know what I mean? But Dylan Cease starts the game, 3 straight balls, and then a strike looking, but a 3-1 pitch. Bang, a 4-seamer at 94. Too much of the plate, and you're going, oh, crap, here comes the Dylan Cease outing. Freeman doubles to center, and then Moniak flies out to left. Goodman lines out to left, and then Beck comes up, 2 strikes on him. And look, the 4-seamer, 2 in a row. Strikes looking, painting the zone, moving it around, and then a slider misses locations. Good job, though, by Beck to single into center field. Strikes out Krim, and that beats that. So 1 in the first for the Rockies, 1 in the first for the Padres, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 2 in the 8th. Of course, the Rockies had 2 in the 8th as well. In the bottom of the first, Laureano with a sacrifice fly. Rise scores on the error. Bottom of the second, Fernando goes deep, scores Cronenworth. It's 3-1 Pods. Bottom of the third, Manny. Solo shot makes it 4-1, leading off the inning. Jackson Merrill, a solo shot, and that one made it 5-1. And then in the bottom of the fourth, Machado with a single to left scores Diaz and Tatis. Laureano doubles to left, scores Rise and Machado. It's 9-1. Krim doubles to center, scores Beck, and Freeman makes it 9-3 in the 8th. And then in the bottom of the 8th, Johnson homers to right center, scoring Diaz. And it is 11-3 Padres, ends up being the final score. And while you're here, have a chance to remind you to please smash that subscribe, hit the bell so you know when you're coming away with more content. You can come on into the comments and have some fun on live YouTube as well. After the YouTube, we upload, you download Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, and you download OTT. Yeah, you know me. The Roku. Cease and Manny getting it done. The Pods go deep 4 times. 12-hit attack in an 11-run outburst. More runs tonight than in their previous 4 games combined. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. Padres postcast, so much to do and a short time to do it in. Let's hit one of our benchmarks now because we got the time. Let's go.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
I do believe the turning point was the bottom of the second inning when Fernando Tatis Jr. went deep, scoring Drake Cronenworth, making it 3-1. Now, the Rockies ended up scoring 3 in the game, so technically these weren't the winning runs, but it got the onslaught going, and Fernando Tatis Jr., let's be real, the dude went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, in game 1 of the series, so you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get this dude going, and Fernando's really had a hard time, hasn't been slashing. You know what I mean? And when you haven't been slashing, he flew out the second in the first inning, but that homer is a huge one for Fernando. Hopefully he gets him in bunches. Hopefully Manny gets hot too. You got the Mets coming up next. They've been ice cold, and hopefully Fernando and Manny can just go to New York and bump. Remember, #1 media market, just go in there and go nuts, right? But the turning point of this game, Fernando's homer in the bottom of the second inning that made it 3-1. Because, again, he'd been struggling. And that really got the whole team going because they came up in the bottom of the third. Manny hits one. He's getting hot again. And then Merrill hits one as well. He's been hitting the ball well. So getting those 3 guys going, you know what I mean? That's enormous for the Pods right now. Okay, Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. 11-3 the final. 12-hit attack for the Padres. Dylan Cease, 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 201 on the season. 5th straight year with more than 200 for him. 5 straight years, 25 homers or more for Manny. Fernando goes 20-20 this year. That milestone was set last week, but he homered as well tonight, and just a great, great job by the Padres. Okay, we're going to take a break. I'm not going anywhere. Neither are you, but talk to you about a couple of outstanding deals, some great sponsors we have here on the network. They're clamoring. They're lining up around the building just to get a shot at you. They know how many of you are here, the aggregate sum, the total, the loyal customers, the great people that you are. They cannot wait to tell you about their amazing deals on goods and services, and I am happy to be the voice that brings it to you. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, still to come, star of the game. And still to come, a look ahead to tomorrow. Yu Darvish tries to give the Pods the 3-1 series win. What is starting to come together for the Pods, if anything, offensively? Remember, they've murdered the Rockies multiple times this season before, and it's done nothing to get them going and build offensive momentum, which, as we know, is only as good as the next day's pitcher. I will explore this phenomenon on the other side. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. 11-3 the final. Pods beat the Rockies at Petco. And I get to tell you about our friends at Nutrafol. Man, Nutrafol, I wish I could have had this a few years back, but it turns out I love the way I look bald and I would never change it. But for those of you who can't stand losing your hair, you've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, like that actually works, right? There's so many products out there. It's hard to know which ones are actually going to do anything. That's why you should give Nutrafol a closer look. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. Now, it's not just hype. This is a supplement clinically tested that targets the root causes of thinning and shedding with a proactive approach. You know what I'm saying? So you think Nutrafol is simple to add to your day? It really is. And you've heard me talk about this. 4 pills with a meal, no prescription needed. It's easy, and you can feel good about it knowing Nutrafol is NSF certified and backed by peer-reviewed studies. So see thicker, stronger hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. Maybe they have something for my voice. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering Locked On MLB listeners and viewers $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's right, Nutrafol.com. You see it on the screen, Nutrafol, Nutrafol.com. Promo code LOCKEDONMLB for Nutrafol on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every single day. And oh man, you know I love talking to you about FanDuel. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel is making sure you are ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer, and they always have great offers. Can't wait to tell you about this one because right now, hey, it's your tomorrow, and new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you're going to get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app from FanDuel. Why do I love using FanDuel? Mi amor. Why? Because it's however you like to bet. It's player props. It's building a same-game parlay. It's even jumping in live as the action unfolds. We get the action on the action because we're action junkies, and we love every bit of it. It makes every game more exciting. Whether you're watching your team or just keeping an eye on your fantasy lineup, it's quick, easy, and the best way to add a little more or a lot more energy to your Sundays. So, are you ready to play? Yes, you are. Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 make you holla bet with FanDuel on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. Gotta love these 3-show days. The big fight with Canelo and Crawford. The Hurricanes postcast earlier today on Locked On Miami Hurricanes. Shout out to my alma mater. They go to 3-0 with a big win over South Florida. But we are here to talk about your San Diego Padres. We are here to talk about the 11-3 whooping they put on the Colorado Rockies. 12 hits pounded out, 4 homers hit tonight. Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado hits number 25, 5 years in a row with 25 for Manny. Jackson Merrill staying hot, going deep again. And Bryce Johnson, #1 of the year. Dylan Cease, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 6 strikeouts, 201 on the season, 5 straight years with 200 or more strikeouts for Dylan Cease. And more importantly, I believe 2 very good starts in a row, albeit against Colorado for Dylan. All right, this one for Cease against Colorado, but locating the fastball, biting with that slider, throwing it for strikes when he's ahead in the count, and still being nasty. Dylan Cease. So Yu Darvish tomorrow, looking to continue his momentum. It's been 1 up, 1 down for you. Why you? Hopefully he can get that thing going and keep it going tomorrow early. And look, when he's lost lately, it's been like giving up a big hit, like a homer or a bases clearing double or something. So consistency has been getting better and better for Yu Darvish. King is back, down with the king. So Bogart's out, David Morgan's on the IL, Adams out for the year. But man, they didn't have to use any of the big guns out of the bullpen tonight either. So all will be locked and loaded and available tomorrow. And again, you got the day off on Monday before you go play New York. So the day off on Monday, all were rested today. All those bullets in the gun loaded, spin that chamber. You got all of them tomorrow. You got Morejon, you got Estrada, you got Peralta, you got Miller and Suarez. All locked, loaded, ready to go tomorrow. All right, Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, Padres postcast. 11 runs, 12 hits for the Padres, 4 homers. Manny, Fernando, Johnson, and of course you had another homer hit tonight by, who did I miss? Jackson Merrill. He's been hot lately. You know what I'm saying? He's been hot. And I don't know if you hear the sirens coming away from the studio here, but I just want to, like, real quick run you through the box. Rockies did nothing. Poor Blaylock, the rookie, 3 innings, 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 homers. Get out of here, Rook. It's a pennant race, man. Hit the bricks, hit the showers. You know what I'm saying? Fernando, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 2 ribbies. He's at 261. Imagine if he starts slashing right now. Imagine if Fernando, Manny, and Merrill are all hot at the same time right now. Ho, 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 ho. Louis Arise getting hot too, 2 for 5, 2 runs scored. I pray to God. And remember, we're Friars, so we have his ear. Do we not? I don't know. Maybe we do. Please brainwash Mike Shildt into benching Jake Cronenworth when Xander comes back, leaving Luis Arise at second base with O'Hearn on first and making Mason Miller the closer. Please, Lord, and Mike Shildt, let's do this, because Arise 2 hits again tonight. Machado 2 for 3, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Laureano 1 for 3, 3 RBIs, sac fly, and a 2-run double. Merrill 1 for 4, but he had the homer. Cronenworth 1 for 3. Diaz 2 for 4, 2 runs scored from your catcher. How about the production from Fermin and from Diaz since Fermin got here? Diaz as a backup, dope AF. I'm loving it. As a starter, maybe not so much, but the bottom of the lineup, fortified, intensified, functified. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, this team is balling out right now. They hadn't been scoring lately. Got to keep this offense moving and running. You know, Sheets was in there tonight, 0 for 3. But you know what I'm saying? You got Fernando leadoff, Arise second, Machado third, Sheets fourth, Laureano fifth, Merrill sixth, O'Hearn seventh, Cronenworth eighth, Diaz ninth. I'd like to see O'Hearn and Sheets trading spots in that lineup, and Merrill maybe fifth. I don't know. But, man, a lot of musical chairs in the lineup for Mike Shildt this year. All right, couple things to do. Short time to do them in. Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease, Gries, at Jim Grease _ on social media. Give me a follow. Make you holla. Make sure you watch and listen to Javier Reyes every day with your Locked On Padres podcast. You're not going to want to miss that. Down the stretch they come in the pennant race. 2.5 behind the Dodgers, who beat the Giants 13-7 tonight. In the wild card race, right in between the Cubs and the Mets, but you have a chance to come on out and beat the Mets and bury they asses this week in New York. More on that un momento, por favor. But first, we got one more piece of business to take care of.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And the Lord said, who is the player of the game tonight? Could it be Fernando Tatis Jr., 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, had a walk as well, on base 3 times. All right, Fernando, let's go, let's go, let's go. Could it be Fernando? No, it couldn't. But it is one of those nights where he was right there in the mix with all that. Arise had 2 hits, 2 runs scored. Diaz 2 hits, 2 runs scored. And then, of course, you have the Manny man. Manny, why you bugging? Manny was bugging tonight for real. Yacked a slider out over the left center field wall, leading off the bottom of the third, and that made it 4-1, which proved to be the winning run of the game. Manny also added a 2-run single tonight. 5th straight year with 25 homers or more for Manny. He is bugging, but he's not the player of the game tonight. Why? Because we are wishing and hoping it gets us something. Dylan Cease, 6 innings pitched. Dylan Cease, 5 hits, 1 earned run. Dylan Cease walked only 1 hitter in 6 innings, which is a miracle in and of itself. And Dylan Cease struck out 6, giving him 201 on the season. 5 years in a row, 200-plus strikeouts. Dylan Cease, he is our star of the game tonight. Dylan Cease, Manny Machado, you take your pick. IDC, San Diego, IDC. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. If you have anything to add in the comment, hop in now. If not, we're going to wrap 11-3 the final. The Padres with the win. And by the way, we are live on YouTube after every Padres game with me, Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease. In the middle of the pennant race, wildcard race, all the playoff push. We'll be here every game, right after the game, live on YouTube. As soon as the YouTube show, which is what you're watching right now, ends, you will get uploaded so you can download Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, and of course, we are also free on all those and Roku. You down with OPP? Yeah, you. Oh, wait. No, it's OTT at 53. Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease. 11-3, the final tonight. Before I bounce like Mickey Mouse, got one more thing to talk to you in your show. One more time for your mind, Padres and Padrettes. Where we at here? All right. One more time, and we got to tell you about MLB Game Night. We got to tell you that we are so grateful that you make Locked On Padres and your Padres postcast your first watch or listen every day, but for your second, find the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. By the way, on Wednesday of this coming week, I will be live. All of us will, on Locked On MLB and on Locked On Sports Today, but I'll be on Locked On MLB Game Night. Every night we have another local show that goes on the national feed as well as the Locked On MLB feed. It's every game, every night until a World Series champion is crowned on Locked On MLB Game Night. Local analysis on a national scale. You find it on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep your game tight and your mind right, San Diego and Friar fans everywhere. Until tomorrow, 1:10 first pitch. Until tomorrow with your postcast right after the game with you, Darvish, on the mound for the Padres. Looking to win the series 3-1 and keep pace with or gain a game on the Dodgers, one or the other. We will be here right after that game with your postcast tomorrow. Bask in the glow. Enjoy this one, San Diego. 11-3 Padres on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, and I am